Shabbat, Tov leodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'Shemcha Elyon, ulezamer l'Shemcha Elyon.
Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Welcome to the Ark Synagogue. Normally you might expect there to be some music to begin our service with. This evening we decided to start with something different when Linda, who you will hear from in a few moments, messaged me. Linda is going to be honouring Bernard Morris Levy, British Jewish soldier who helped to liberate Bergen-Belsen, Linda's uncle. This evening the family honour him with Linda's words. If we can get onto the camera. No, we can't. There we go.
Last liberator, in the dust, in the mist, in the mind of millions, of lost people you returned. The dead did not quake beneath your soldiers' boots. They smiled, worn at your weary shadow of time. How you lingered, fingering bitter chocolate memories of dead bodies, dead lives, dead selves, broken, shattered, hidden in soil. You were their only hope. Many forced to surrender to death before you arrived, last liberator of Belsen. Now you too will soon be scattered upon soil, floating, dusted with angels, lost to us all in the dust.
The Ark Synagogue has a long history now, not only of remembering those who were murdered in the Holocaust, but also honouring those who survived, like Linda's uncle, Bernard Morris Levy, who died in the past couple of weeks. Out of the dust that was created, those survivors helped us and many other communities to build the Judaism, the synagogues that we have today. In a few moments, as Linda's children come up to light the candles, we have an idea that, again, we will wander along the village streets and that dust will rise from the paths, and that far, far away, some bells will merge together with the gathering shadows as evening falls, evening falls.
הצללים, ערב בא, ערב בא. שוב הרוח לוחש, בין גדרות גנים, ובצמרת הברוש, כבר נמות יונים. וחגג על קצב הבאות, עוד נושקות קניים אחרונות. ערב בא, ערב בא. שוב הדרך חולם, חלומות בלט, ופורחים אוהבים במרום העד. וחגג בעמק האפל, מלווה הטנט האוהל. ליל רד, ליל רד. ליל רד, ליל רד.
Please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat shalom to you all. And thank you so much for beginning our service in such a way, all together. Please be seated. And we turn in our Siddurim in the sanctuary to page 76, which is not page 76, of course, but if you're following in your Siddurim from home, it's page 76. We welcome all of those who are joining us in our sanctuary, those who have been with us in our community for so many years, and also, like Michaela, Shabbat Shalom, coming along to a first service and experiencing it with us.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharem. Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom. Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu l'shalom, Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei צאתיהם לשלום, מלאכי השלום. מלאכי עליון, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלכי המלכים. הקדוש ברוך הוא. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. שמעו וזכו בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לקראת שבת לכו בדרכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נצוחה, סוף מעשה זמר שבת תהילה. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורק אורי, 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 שתדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. בואי בשלום ארפא בעלה, גם בשמחה ותוך עולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה. וחדתי לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה.
We turn over now, Siddurim, to Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir
L'Yom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamer shimcha elyon, uzamer shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
Song for the day of Shabbat. It is good to give thanks to the Eternal One, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to tell of your love in the morning and your faithfulness in the night, to the sound of lute and harp, and to the music of the lyre. Your deeds fill me with gladness. Your work moves me to song. How great are your works, eternal God. How very deep your thoughts. Please rise.
Adonai HaMevorach Baruch
And we read together, "We praise you, Eternal One, our God, Sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You make day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening full."
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavata, Amcha ahavata. Torah u'mitzvot, Hukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Otanu limadata. Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shopeinu, Kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Yihem hayenu, v'yorech yameinu, u'vachem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. V'achavat ha'al ta'aso, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael.
שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם, לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד, שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם, לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני, אדוני אחד.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Please be seated. Emet ve'emunah kal zot. All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, eternal one, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule. Then, full of joy, we sang together.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, va'al kol yeshvei teila. Please rise. Adonai, sefatai tifta, ofi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, sefatai tifta. Ofi agid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanura, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imachot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומשיח ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת Sarah. Source of all, your vital energy sustains our world, redeeming it from lifelessness. The wind blows and the rain falls, the sun shines and the dew descends. With love you sustain the living. With great compassion, you embrace the dead in life. You are the support of the falling, the healing of the sick, and the release of the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of all strength? Who is your equal, mighty author of life and death, planting the seeds of redemption? Trusting in you, we see life beyond death. Blessed are you, Almighty, embracing the dead within life. Kadosh ata v'nora shemecha, ve'in lanu Eloah mivaladecha. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת שבת וינפש, שבת שבת וינפש, שבת שבת וינפש.
And together, our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. In your gracious love, Eternal One, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, Eternal One, for the holiness of the Sabbath. And we continue with say Adonai Eloheinu ba'amacha Yisrael, utfilatam ba'ahava tekabel, Uthil ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadacha, yira na'avod. Modim anachnu lach, she'atah hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu, le'olam va'ed. Tzor chayenu, magei nishenu, atah hu l'dor v'ador. Nodeh lecha, nesapeh tehilatecha. Al chayenu hamasurim biadecha, va'al nishmotenu habakodot lach, va'al nisecha shebechol yom imanu, va'al niflotecha v'tovotecha shebechol eit erev vavoker v'tzoharayim. Baruch atah Adonai, atov shimcha, u'lecha na'er lochodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Ki atah hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atah hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
Baruch atah Adonai, osei hashalom. the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, O God, our rock and our Redeemer.
Adonai, sorry, Adonai, sorry, Bekoali, oh, say shalom, shalom, bimromav, say shalom aleinu, le'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol bnei Adam. Say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, say shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen.
Would you please rise? Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teit gdula li'otzeh bereshit, asher sam chelkeinu li'ached et shemo, v'gor aleinu l'hamlich malchuto. On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all of their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are sisters and brothers, so that one in spirit and one in fellowship, they may be forever united before us. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet shall be fulfilled.
Adonai, Melech Adonai, Malach Adonai, Imloch le'olam va'ed.
On this Shabbat, we remember those who died at this time of year in years gone by. Adolf Kohn, father of Elkan. Bob Rabin, the father of Sandra Lawson. David Grant, the husband of Marion and father of Anne, Julian, and Michael. Hannah Sable, the wife of John and mother of Judith Gair. James Reba, the father of Jean. Louis Goldstein, the father of Howard Goldstein. And Mel Sperling, the husband of Sheila Sperling. And we are so saddened to announce the death this week of our member Stephen Herman, the husband of Judy, father of Ed and Jess and grandfather of Alice, Dylan and Mila, and dear friend of so many within our community. Zecher tzadikim livracha. May all that was dear and good in their lives endure always as a blessing, and for all of us as a continual influence for good. Yitgadal, Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chai echon v'yom echon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mavarach le'olam ulalmei amaya, Yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'a v'tromam v'yitnaseh, v'tada v'tale v'talal shemei dekudesha brichu le'ela minko birchata v'shirata tushvachata v'nechemad da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol b'nei adam v'imru amen. And I know that for some of you this will be the first time that you will have heard of Steve's death, which we were able to announce just this afternoon, and for those in the sanctuary as well, for whom this is the first time that they are hearing this sad news. For all of us, Makom Yinachem Etechem B'toch Ha'avelim. May we be comforted by the Eternal One, by the sense of community and family that we hold here, so that we may be comforted along with all those who are bereaved. Let us say, Amen. Please be seated. It is difficult to carry on, to keep walking, to keep putting foot in front of foot when we are so saddened. Yet we know we must try and to do as we do best, to hold each other's hand, to be a comfort to each other. In your booklets you can turn on to the song that we'll conclude this service with, based on words from Pirkei Avot, from the songs of our sages. Yad b'yad, hand in hand. Yad b'yad, echad im hasheni, am echad im lev echad, keinanu nadli tzuat olam, nadlika krika echad, yad b'yad echad echad, keinanu nadli, im ein kemach ein Torah, im ein Torah ein kemach, im ein kemach ein Torah, im ein Torah ein kemach. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all of the people all over the world, caring and sharing, hand in hand. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all of the people all over the world, caring and sharing, hand in hand. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all of the people all over the world, caring and sharing, hand in hand. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all of the people all over the world, caring and sharing, hand in hand. Please rise. Together we hold each other's hands. We place our arms around each other's shoulders. We place one foot in front of another, hoping to be consoled, hoping to find within this Shabbat some peace and some rest, a sense of wholeness still within our loss. On this Shabbat, may we find peace amongst our community, within our families and our households. And as we look at newborns also within our community this week, may we look forwards into the future, from death may we rise again to life. May we hope and pray that we feel a mantle of peace spreading over us, our own Sukkot Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. And so with very many mixed emotions, as we welcome into our community 2 newborn babies this week, and also so sadly the losses that we have experienced as well, we turn to making Kiddush together, to sanctify this day, to sanctify this moment, to sanctify life. And so please do fill your glasses at home, raise them up, and let us in a few moments sing together the brachot. For all of those on our live stream, you can join us in our Zoom room to talk and chat, and I'm sure to commiserate and to celebrate both this evening. You'll see at the foot of the screen the Zoom link. But now as we pass the wine around in the sanctuary as well, let us sing together. Baruch
atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafel. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava uv'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lama'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehillah, lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu b'chalta, ve'otanu kiddashta, מכל בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנהלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Amen.
And to each other we do say, L'chaim. And Jonty, do you want to earn a badge? If you would run to the back of the sanctuary and get the chollah, then you can hand it around to everybody as we all say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'teh avon, Shabbat Shalom. Goodbye to those on our live stream.